is up, fellow kaiju and non-kaiju fans? Godzilla Cow here with a new kaiju film review. Haven't done one of these in a while, surprisingly, but I'm back to doing them. Now, without further ado, let us get started with Toei's 1958 release of Varan. Released on October 14th, 1958 in Japan and on December 7th, 1962 in America, Varan is the final Toei kaiju film of the 1950s. It was originally a joint production between Toei and ABPT Pictures to be an American TV movie, or miniseries. And it was ABPT's idea thanks to the high ratings of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Sadly, after filming began, the American company backed out. Tanaka decided that production should continue, and it would become a widescreen theatrical release. For the crew behind the film, it was produced by Toho and Tomoyuki Tanaka. Ishiro Honda returns to the director's chair, as well as Eiji Tsuburaya as director of special effects. The screenplay is penned by Shinichi Sakizawa, and the music is by Akira Ifukube. With the cast, we have Kenji Sahara as Kenji Urozaki, Ayumi Sonoda as Yuriko Shinjo, Korea Senda as Dr. Sugimoto, and Akihiko Hirata as Dr. Fujimura. The actor in the Varan suit is, of course, Haruo Nakajima. Now, I won't go into the American version as it deserves its own video. Whether that's a review or another type of video, we'll see when I get there. Now, for the plot, we have sightings of a rare butterfly in a remote village called Aiwaya in the Tohoku region, also called the Tibet of Japan, and a pair of biology students go to investigate before mysteriously dying. The villagers blame their mountain god Baradagi, who caught the attention of two reporters, as well as another student, and they went to investigate. It soon turns out that Baradagi was more than just a legend, and is the prehistoric Varanpod Varan that dwells within a lake near the village. Varan destroys the village before returning to the lake. The defensive agency forced Varan to the surface of the lake with chemical weapons, but it's revealed that the firepower that had been dispatched couldn't penetrate his hide, so the troops had to retreat. Eventually, it's revealed that there's a membrane that stretches from between its arms and legs, and he's able to glide away. He makes his way to Tokyo, occasionally fighting the military, before landing at Haneda Airport. Special explosives are detonated under him, and it seemed to have worked for a moment before he got back up. In a last-ditch effort, they decided to try and make him swallow the explosives via tying the small crate to a flare, which he does swallow. They detonate, mortally wounding him and force him to retreat, and the final explosive detonates, finally putting an end to him. So, first things first, I've never seen this film in full until after I bought it in March of 2024, and this is the version I got. It also has an audio commentary with Keizo Murase, the model assistant for the model of Varan. It also comes with the restored television broadcast version, and I'll probably listen/watch the commentary and the restored broadcast version at a later date. Not sure when that will be, or if I make a video on the broadcast version. Anyways, the acting is top-notch as per usual with these early Toei kaiju films, though for the characters, a bit standard with little to no character development. That's not to say they weren't good or great characters, they are. There just wasn't really any character development. The plot is your run-of-the-mill kaiju on the loose plot. Kaiju appears, attacks villages, and then a city. People comes up with a way to kill it, and then killed it. Standard stuff. The special effects were great. The black and white did help hide some of the flaws, while also adding to the atmosphere to some of the scenes. The miniatures were also great as per usual, despite the smaller budget of the film. There are, of course, some not so good scenes, like when the students drove up the mountain road before their deaths, the obvious rear projection behind them, so on and so forth. And of course, some of the stock footage that they used from the first Godzilla film. The use of it did bother me, since both films were in black and white, and it did mesh well together. The suit has got to be one of the best crafted ones of the 1950s. Definitely more movable than the Shodai Goji suit. Although, you can tell that Nakajima's head is in the neck with how loose the head's moving. The design for Varan was, at the time, unique and refreshing. It gave us something different than Godzilla, Rodan, and Anguirus. The score/music is good as per usual, thanks for Mr. Ifukube. Some of the tracks are just foreboding. Overall, it's a film that had the odds stacked against it, with the American side of the production pulling out. The team did the best they could, and other than the parts of the film I feel like run for a little bit too long, it's still a decent kaiju film. I'm glad that I got my hands on the DVD and was able to watch it, especially after gaining my newfound love of Varan. Now, I don't think the American version came on this DVD, so I'll probably get the 2015 DVD release, because I think that is the American version only. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong about that. But anyways, that is all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and it's good to get back into making these kaiju film reviews. Now, like this video if you'd be so kind, comment back down below of what you think about this movie, or if you just have suggestions for a future video. Submit for more content, and now, this is Godzilla Kaiju, signing off.